but he shall overcome at the last.
You know, read the first verse first, and then we can show them what time that we're talking about.
Genesis 49:1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days.
So this is all going to apply in the last days. And when did the last days begin? It tells you that in Hebrews first chapter. The last days began when Yahweh Shai was on the earth. So 2,000 years ago, that was the beginning of the last days. So now we're at the end of the last days. And you and look, the Most High Yahweh Shai, He gonna crack them skies, and He gonna come and deliver the elect. He gonna destroy the rest of you assholes here in Babylon.
Right. Verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. You know, so the way that Gad was brought down was by that troop, the cavalry. You know, they brought him down, and now in the last now at this time they're gonna come up. You know, why? Because that's the reason why that was the Most High showing them that their time is soon coming for them to be raised back up. You know,
and the troop that's going to overcome that troop is Yahweh Shai and the angels. All right. As a matter of fact, the title for the Lord is the Lord of Sabaoth. When you look up the word Sabaoth, it means Lord of the armies, Lord of troops. So the Yahweh Shai and the angels are going to be the troops that's going to overcome the so-called white man's troop, all right, which overcame Gad. All right. Plus, you're going to have 12,000 Gadites, part of the elect, that's going to overcome this devil. 12,000 Gadites. 12,000 from each tribe. 12,000 so you can understand so-called North American Indians, which are of the tribe of Gad.
And don't get stupid. When you go to Revelation 7 chapter, you read about 12,000 out of each tribe, and you read about that great multitude. That great multitude is talking about the other third of Israel, man. It starts with the 144,000, then the rest of the third of Israel, man. And then when the kingdom comes, the rest of Israel is going to come through us. And the answer to Revelation 7 with the great multitude is Revelation 5. So when you get a chance, read that. But it tells you, man.
Yeah. Also, James, the first chapter, the first verse, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greeted. And that shows you that the Apostle James knew about the 12 tribes. There's a scripture where the Apostle Paul spoke about the 12 tribes. He said, preaching unto the 12 tribes.
So why would they have to have a sign with the 12 tribes?
Yeah, exactly.
question of the day. Question of the day.
Did the disciples have the 12 tribes sign? No, they didn't. No, they did not. Because it wasn't that time.
That's right.
It's this time now.
Question of the day.
And so, yeah, that's heavy, man. The Apostle Paul is right there in Acts 26, preaching unto the 12 tribes. It's right there in Acts 26. Go ahead.
Revelation 7 and 9. After this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues.
Now, don't get it twisted. They ain't talking about every nation. That's talking about the Israelites that was scattered among every nation. That goes back to the curses. That takes us back to Deuteronomy 28 chapter, where the Lord said, I will scatter you from one end of the heaven even unto the other. In other words, I will scatter you among all nations, Israel. That was one of the curses that we received as a nation. Deuteronomy 28 chapter. Go ahead.
It says, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes and palms in their hands.
White robes represent having this truth, having this knowledge. Right? That's what that represents, white robes. Which represents purity, having the truth. They were pure, they were made pure.
By the word.
By the word, which was only given to the children of Israel. What is that? Acts 10 and 36. Acts 10 and 36.
Everybody's all amped up.
Start at Acts 10 and 35.
Acts 10 and 35.
Go on.
It says, but in every nation he that feareth him.
Who's the only ones that fear the Heavenly Father? Israel. How do you fear the Heavenly Father? You keep His laws, statutes, and commandments. Who the law, statutes, and commandments given to? The nation of Israel, Psalm 78 and 5. So it always leads back to Israel, Israel. Go ahead, brother.
But in every nation, he that feareth him and worketh righteousness
But in every nation, why? Because Israel was scattered among every nation. Go on.
is accepted with him.
Right.
The word which the Most High,
The word, go on.
which the Most High sent unto the children of Israel.
No, everybody.
The word which the Most High sent unto the children of Israel.
The word which the Most High sent unto the children of Israel. And that links up with Psalm 147. He showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. And that cut that little runt that was up there, that cut him in two, man. But he was trying, like the scripture say, they're the deaf adder that will never, as a matter of fact, I'll bring that out, brother. And you just saw, you brothers just bear witness to an example of a deaf adder. An adder is a poisonous snake. And that's what that guy was. He was a poisonous snake. And he was deaf at the same time, meaning he didn't want to hear. And we're going to read it. And we're the charmers that was charming wisely, all right? You got it.
Right. Come, this is Psalms chapter 58, verse 4. It says their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
And you just saw an example, the poison of the so-called white people. In particular, the ones that call themselves Jews, the Jewish. They're the worst of all, man. The Bible calls them the worst of the heathen. That's what the Bible calls them. And when I mentioned Alpha Kosler, he played like who? Alpha Kosler. Who? You know, he knew goddamn well who Alpha Kosler was, man.
He didn't want to know.
When I mentioned Ezra Pound, he was like,
He didn't even budge.
Ezra Pound wrote a poem he called Rats. He was talking about the so-called Jews. They are a bunch of rats.
Then you said the 13 tribes. There's no 13 tribes.
Exactly. That was the point of the book.
Exactly.
Alpha Costa was saying if you so-called Jews are of the tribe of nation of Israel, they'd have to be a 13 tribe. But you're not. Go ahead, bro.
That's right. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Go on.
They are like the deaf adder.
They are like the deaf adder. What does that mean? Meaning they're not going to listen to the word. And they're adder. What's an adder? An adder is a poisonous snake. That's what it is. Go ahead, bro.
They're like the deaf adder that stopped her ear.
You saw that. You brothers bear witness to that. He didn't want to hear the scriptures.
I'm in shock.
Right? And then when we asked him about shaving, he tried to dismiss that. Because he's a deaf adder, man. Instead of admitting, okay, you guys got me, I shouldn't be shaving, you're right, it's in the law. He tried to say the law is done away with. But then when Apostle Olatal cornered him about wearing a dress, he said, no, I'm not going to wear a dress.
Back to the law.
He said, why?
He went back to the law.
Yeah.
Which I believe that little runt wears dresses. All right?
He
All you
probably
so-called
wearing
white
babies
people
right
wear
now.
dresses,
Like
man.
David Woods.
All you so-called white people wear dresses. Every now and then you get that fetish to wear your wife's bra or panties. That's how you get down, man. That's how you get down. We know how you get down.
High jinks, low jinks.
High jinks, low jinks. Over there at the Bohemian Grove, bunch of old crackers running in the woods, wearing dresses and shit. That's how you crackers get down, man. Hey, Dr. James White the Edomite, you boasted about your friend wearing what's that?
David Woods.
David Woods,
Dressing up like a woman.
dressing like a woman. You boasted about that. You were thrilled about that, Dr. James White the Edomite.
And no
You in vocabulary.
He's a lot of fun. Ain't fun being around a man dressed up like a goddamn woman.
That's right.
That's not my idea of fun. All
Yeah,
right?
you so-called white women, you know your man like to dress like women. You know that.
wear your pants.
You know that. Every now and then you white boys, you like to put on them broad panties. You know that. Keep it real, man. Come on now, keep it real. That's why they ain't say nothing.
Keep it real.
See, we bold, man. We got you crackers, man. The scriptures got you.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Right, it says, they are like the deaf adder that stopped her ear, which will not hearken to the voice of charmers.
Which will not hearken to. We're the charmers. And we're coming with this word. We're charming. Like a snake when they play that music, the snake comes up and starts dancing. Really, we're the real snakes, but we're snakes in righteousness. Hey, Yahweh Shai was known as the brass serpent. All right? Because Yahweh Shai was the real snake. Scripture said, be wise as a serpent, harmless as a dove. So we're the real snakes. You see how we were charming that devil? We were charming him, man. He wanted us to get physical and all that. We weren't about to do that, man. That's not how we roll. We're going to get physical spiritually. Spiritually, we're going to get physical. Right?
Now hold up now. He said, prove all things. This is David Wood right here.
Oh, look at that.
And his woman, his wife's 90s.
Look at that. Look at that, brothers.
That's the guy, Vocab, No Class Malone, and Dr. James White, the Edomite, said they like being around this guy because he's so much fun. I don't call it fun, being around a fucking man when it got his wife's 90s. Huh?
Yeah, what kind of fun they talking?
Let some brother come to my house dressed up like that. I'll beat his ass.
Throw him out the window.
I'll beat him down.
That's right. And rightly so.
I ain't gonna say it's a lot of fun being with a motherfucker that look like that.
Right.
And get the Lord. Get the Lord.
I
Yeah,
got,
Deuteronomy 22 and 5.
I got something real quick while you get.
And you were supposed to chastise him, Dr. James White, the Edomite. You were supposed to pull out Deuteronomy 22 and 5 and cut him to pieces, man.
Yep.
But you laughing like a little schoolgirl. You and your butt buddy, Vocab Malone. Go
I
ahead.
got something real quick. No, you know what? Read that first.
All right. Deuteronomy 22, verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
Yeah, a woman is not supposed to wear pants. In this society, women wear pants. Why? Because the law is slack, man. Because this is evidence of a wicked society. Women are not supposed to wear pants, man. This proves that this is a wicked society. That's why it's going to be destroyed. Go ahead, bro.
Right. It says, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a
A
man,
woman is not supposed to wear that which pertaineth unto a man. Go on.
neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
There it is. So, Dr. James White, the Edomite, you were supposed to read that scripture to your friend, man. Your butt buddy. Why didn't you do it? Because you're a phony baloney, man. That's why you didn't do it. Go ahead.
Right. It says, for all that do so
For all that do so,
are an abomination unto the Lord thy power.
that's it. That's it. Go
This is
ahead.
the book of Isaiah chapter 19 verse 14. The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
Yeah, the Lord has, yeah. Which
Read
is
it
talking
again.
about, yeah, read it again.
The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
Yeah, like women dressing up like men, men dressing up like women. That's a perverse spirit.
Backwards.
That's
Look at this
backwards, man.
shit. This is from some. This is also fun for the holidays. Should be a new David Williams. I guess it's a film. The boy in a dress. A new Victoria Wood comedy musical. And you got two boys, a white boy and one of our people, sons, dressed up as a fucking woman.
Hey, what that dude, Young Thug, dressed up?
Oh no, that dude. Well, they set him up. The Illuminati. If you want to make it in the hip hop world, in this industry, and make that type of money, you got to do what they tell you to do. They decided to make Young Thug dress up like a goddamn woman. See how the Spurs switched up?
And that's that scripture. The Lord, read it again. Yep.
Isaiah 19 and 14. The Lord has mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof.
And that's the example of being perverse. Women dressing like men, men dressing like women. That's a perverse spirit, man. Homosexuals, all right, lesbians. You got individuals bisexuals. You got individuals that engage in bestiality. That's a perverse spirit. I mean, there's so many examples of perverse spirit. It's not even funny. That's why this place has to be destroyed. Go ahead, bro.
It says, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof.
Yeah, this Egypt is talking about America. And that's one of the reasons why America is going down as a so-called country. Because you got a perverse spirit
There's Young Thug
in the midst.
in a dress.
Perverse spirit.
Hey, the so-called Jew runs this whole hip hop thing, and they tell you how you gotta be. You know?
And they got the little children, our little children, looking up to that perverse spirit.
Yep.
That's why the generation of today are so effeminate, man. That's why they're so fagged out, because they got to look up to so-called symbols like that, Young Thug and Lil Wayne and all that. Even Kanye West. At one time when he first came, he was wearing a dress.
How you gonna be a young thug wearing a fucking dress?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Go ahead.
And they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit.
If you ever watch a drunken man staggering in his vomit, that's not a pretty sight. That's a disgraceful sight. And that's the state of America. That's why Apostle Elatar just said it earlier, the so-called election is a joke. By far, it's been the biggest joke.
Another one, a young thug in his dress.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine.
Yeah, that's talking about us as a nation. But 2/3 of our people are just straight up degenerates. Like Apostle Elatar just showed you an example with this young thug character. He's an Israelite, but he's really a degenerate because he's being controlled by the so-called Jew, which are the ultimate degenerates. The so-called Jews. Go ahead, brother.
Holy a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?
Right. In other words, dressing like a man, dressing like a woman. Men having sex with other men, engaging in homosexuality.
There's Jaden Smith, Will Smith, and what's his wife's name? Jada Pickett. And they're freaks. They're known freaks out there in Hollywood, man.
Yeah.
That's Jada. And you remember when he was younger? His father turned him out. He used to bring him on TV shows and kiss him on the mouth, and his son used to fight against it. But now he's with it, man. You know, his job was to turn him out. Look, you got to turn your son out, and you got to turn your daughter out, man.
Yeah, the daughter is dressing like a boy. And there's even a thing called it's even a thing called gender day in the schools now.
Yep.
Gender day, where a certain day where a boy in school can come dressed like a girl, and a girl can come dressed like a boy. So that's that perverse spirit, man. That's why this place got to be destroyed.
That's what the Lord.
That can't keep going on.
That's what the Lord called it spiritually Sodom and Egypt.
Yeah, and that can't keep going on, man. Right? Go ahead, bro.
That's right. This is Isaiah chapter 5, verse 4. It says, what could have been done more to my vineyard that I have not done in it? Wherefore, when I looked that it should bring forth grapes, brought it forth wild grapes.
Yeah, those wild grapes are the wild acts. And that links up with what the Apostle Peter saw in the vision. When he saw all manner of four-footed beasts and creeping things. That was what the Israelites got involved in, worshiping four-footed beasts and creeping things and eating all kind of abominations. You read about that in the book of Isaiah. The 65th chapter. You had Israelites eating mouse, right? Swine, all kind of abominations.
Hey, well, you got them jakes down in Louisiana where they possum,
Possum, alligator,
you know, that gumbo, squirrels, all kind of shit.
And this is
Roadkill.
Magic Johnson's son, grown man. This
Oh,
guy
that
got to
fat
be like
fat.
6'6", about 350 pounds. Look at him. And then they did an interview with Magic Johnson and his wife, and they were asking about, what do you think of your son? And he says, I accept my son, you know, being who he is. And you can see in his eyes, he didn't want to say that. But see, once you make it in this man's system, you gotta bend over, man. You know?
they got you.
So this ain't no righteous place.
They got you by the short and curlies.
That's right. Hey, and when you go into the Hebrew word there where the Lord said, you turn into a bunch of wild grapes.
Here we go.
Yep.
Here we go again. Now his father got a